Oh, insert horny moaning here, because today we are opening the Spearhead Age of Sigmar box, or well, Vanguard box, that I got from a local store, and well, it's the same as Spearheads, just before they were still called Vanguard, and I of course bought a Hedonites of Slaanesh for my second Spearhead after my IDNF Deepkin. Third one will be the Soul Blight Vampires, and then I'm quitting buying Spearheads and building Age of Sigmar armies. 3 will be enough for a game that I haven't played the main game of anymore. There are 20 figures in this box, and that's going to be the Shard Speaker, who is a bit of a prophet, not really a wizard. Boost your temptation dice mechanic, which makes them so great. You offer a 6, hey look, you roll a success, and the more successes they accept, the better your army gets. And the more temptations they refuse, the more of their figures they lose as they get T3 mortal wounds then. Then there is the Curse of Slaanesh, the Blizzbarb Archers. Great archer unit, but hell to put together. We've got the Slaanesh, which I got way more on the way, because you can find them cheap on second-hand sites like Vinted. Meaning they aren't as great, but they are cool models, and I love my Slake Slash in Underworlds. And then of course there are the Slickblade Seekers, which are your fiend riding cavalry unit. Very fast army, and like my IDNF, same problem. Armor is something that, well, they never heard about, but at least this army can get, this Spearhead can get some ward saves if your opponent accepts enough temptations. So keep offering them. You got 6 dice a turn, and every time he accepts, you roll, and you get better and better, starting with a run and charge, and then you can give a strike first, all Slaanesh things, and finally you get ward saves, if you still have an army left by then, but that's another matter. So let's look what's inside this box. Well, we know what's inside this box, but how it's all presented. Love the little logo here. Slaanesh is everywhere. And there we go. The box itself, the contents. Hefty booklet, of course, because you have to assemble a whole army, which I will do some things on camera. maybe I should film when I assemble the Blizzbarb Archers, and people will learn a lot of Flemish curse words by then. There are all the bases. So the big ones are for the Slaanesh. Well, let's sort this out a bit. The Seekers, Slickblades, Slickblades, the Archers, the Slaanesh. More bases, the round ones for the Cavalry, and a single base for your Shard Speaker. But now let's have a look first at the models. Shard Speaker, like all the characters, generic a single sprue model. So it doesn't look too difficult to assemble. So you got a main body, head, arms. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty easy to assemble. Slaanesh, 3 Slaanesh on a sprue. So also main body and legs go together, some arms. The leader has a gilded weapon, so you get this lovely axe for that. The other all have claws. They hit hard, they rend well, but as said, armor it's not your thing in this army. So if you like your well-armored Chaos followers, I fear you have to look direction Nurgle or Khorne. Then one of the sprues of the Cavalry, so you also have 3. So this is a half sprue. These are the full sprues. Each one makes their horses, 2 of them. So that's one rider, that's one rider, and that way you can assemble them all together. Same here. Hop, 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 hop. So yeah, these are going to be a nice puzzle as well. And then of course there is the Cursed Sprue together with the Spirit Host, the most difficult to assemble models. Well, I didn't assemble Spirit Hosts, I just hear people complaining a lot about them. I did assemble Blizzbarb Archers in the past. Yeah, great fun. And well, let's say that the sadomasochism of Slaanesh really comes into play when you assemble this unit. So that's gonna be fun in a non-erotic way, you perverts. Because it's not only a hentai army, the temptation of Slaanesh, greed, gluttony, they're all part of it. So yeah, that's the combat patrol for the Hedonites of Slaanesh. Gonna be a fun army to build, I hope. But it's gonna be especially great to paint them up. Because then you can use all your pinks and purples. I'm not gonna stick with that color. I'm gonna go a bit more down the route of my Underworld's Warband, which you have already seen on this channel a lot of Dread Pageant. But well, I'm going to go a bit more white and purple. So yeah, a bit the style of the Dread Pageant, but with some variation to have the Dread Pageant really stick out. First one I will be painting will be the Shard Speaker, because that's a single model and he's ideal to decide on the color scheme for. But that's for the far future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again with the next unboxing. Bye bye.